Welcome to the deep dive. You know her, right? Emma Watson. But we're diving way deeper than just Hermione Granger today.
Deeper, deeper.
Exactly. We're going to see how she went from this, child star to this powerhouse in, activism fashion.
She's still an amazing actress, too, don't forget.
Oh, right, of course. Still an amazing actress. So, are you ready to uncover, the real Emma Watson?
Absolutely. It's pretty amazing, actually, how she used that early fame, from Harry Potter, to really become a voice for change, especially for women.
Okay, so let's back up a bit. Born in Paris.
To British parents, though.
Right, British parents, and then moved back to England after, her parents divorced.
The standard story, unfortunately.
Yeah. And then, of course, Stagecoach Theatre Art School. Right?
Seems like every British actor went there.
I know, right? But here's the thing. She got cast as Hermione at 9 years old.
9. Can you imagine?
No professional experience, nothing.
It's crazy. And even back then, in 2001, when Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone came out.
The first one.
The first one. Critics were already saying she was, the standout.
Seriously? At 9?
Yeah, even alongside all these, seasoned adult actors.
Wow. But it makes you think, right? Growing up on screen like that?
With that level of fame?
Yeah, that must have been intense.
To say the least. A decade of films.
8 of them.
8. She basically was Hermione Granger for a whole generation.
You're not kidding.
And that's what's so interesting about what she did after.
Yeah, it would have been easy to just,
ride that wave forever.
Totally. But she didn't.
Yeah.
She chose roles that were, deliberately
different. She wanted to break away from that Hermione image.
The perks of being a wallflower, that was a big one.
Huge. 2012.
Went from this, powerful wit
to, a really vulnerable teen.
Yeah, dealing with some pretty heavy stuff.
And the critics loved it. That's the one that really solidified her reputation as a serious actress.
Right. But even before that, she was already taking risks. Like The Bling Ring.
Crime drama.
And then Noah.
Biblical epic. Talk about a range.
She was clearly trying to find her, her own voice. Separate from Hermione.
Totally.
And then she comes back to these big blockbuster roles with Beauty and the Beast.
In 2017. Don't forget, singing and all.
Right. But even then, she balanced it out with these smaller, more independent films.
Like Little Women.
Little Women.
Yeah.
In 2019. Which I think is super interesting because...
it fits with her values.
Yeah. Strong, independent woman, just like Emma herself. And by then, her activism was really taking off.
Oh, yeah. And that's a whole other chapter. It's impossible to talk about Emma Watson without talking about...
everything else.
Everything else. 2014, she's appointed UN Women Goodwill Ambassador. And then... He-for-she happens.
And that was big.
It was huge. Because it wasn't just about women, right?
It was about men being involved in the fight for gender equality.
It was controversial. It was like, hey guys, this isn't just a women's issue, it's everyone's issue. And she was so...
vocal about it. Passionate.
Totally. And it wasn't just talk either.
It led to a lot of changes, right? Real changes. I remember hearing about it everywhere.
Yeah, real change. She got more men involved in feminist movements. It led to some policy changes within organizations. And it sparked conversations all over the world. Important conversations.
And she wasn't just the face of it.
No, she was really involved, shaping the message, the strategy, all of it.
Wow. Okay, but wait, there's more. We haven't even gotten to sustainable fashion yet.
Oh, right. We know her from red carpets and magazines looking fabulous.
Yet she uses all of that
to promote ethical brands, actual change in the fashion industry.
And it's not just wearing the clothes, it's actively supporting.
Organizations good on you.
Good on you. What's that?
So it's this app that helps you figure out if the brands you like
are ethical.
Exactly. It rates them based on their environmental impact, how they treat their workers, all that.
So wait, I can check if my favorite jeans company is ethical before I buy from them.
Yeah.
It's she's making it so easy for everyone to be a more
conscious shopper.
Exactly.
That's so cool. Okay, so she's a UN ambassador championing ethical fashion. And then...
2021, she joins the board of Kering.
Kering? Wait, the luxury fashion group. They own Gucci, Saint Laurent.
No way. That's huge. So she's not just talking the talk.
She's walking the walk in designer shoes. But seriously, it shows how committed she is to actually changing this industry.
From the inside. Wow. Okay, so that's ethical fashion. But I know she's vocal about other environmental causes, too.
Oh, absolutely. Climate change, sustainable consumption.
Like, she's really trying to live her values.
Like, she's really trying to live her values.
It seems like every decision she makes
is aligned with, like, making the world a better place.
Exactly.
It's pretty inspiring. She's a role model, not just for
her fans, but for anyone who wants to make a difference.
So true.
And it's not just these big public things either.
What do you mean?
She talks about personal growth, self-care.
Oh, right. I remember she talked about going to therapy and being vulnerable, which I think is so important for her younger fans to hear.
Absolutely.
Because it normalizes it, taking care of your mental health.
Yeah, breaks down the stigma.
Exactly.
And remember when she said she was happily single?
Yes. In a world that's always telling women,
you have to be in a relationship to be happy.
Exactly. She's like, nope, I'm good.
So refreshing.
Right. Like owning her own happiness. And it really resonated with
young women especially.
Especially because they're constantly bombarded with these like
unrealistic relationship goals.
Exactly. And it all ties back to this idea of
empowerment, defining success on your own terms.
Yes. And her joining the board of Caring, that was another power move.
Like, I'm not just going to endorse sustainable fashion.
I'm going to change it from the inside.
Seriously. It's like a natural progression from all that work with good on you.
Exactly. And she's outspoken on environmental issues beyond fashion, too.
Like, she's not just jumping on a bandwagon or anything.
No, it's all very
authentic.
Authentic. And she's not afraid to get political either.
She has spoken out about a lot of stuff.
Human rights, encouraging her fans to get involved.
It's like she doesn't take her platform for granted. At all.
Not one bit. And she does it all with this, like...
Intelligence.
And she's thoughtful, too. Remember her book club?
Oh, yeah.
She loves reading.
Yeah.
And always encourages her fans to,
engage with books, ideas.
Exactly. Which makes her...
relatable.
Yeah.
Even though her life is, like, totally not relatable.
Right. Like, she's still learning and growing.
Finding inspiration.
Exactly. And encouraging others to do the same. It's pretty cool.
It is. It's crazy to think she's been dealing with this level of fame since she was, like...
A kid.
All the scrutiny, the gossip.
The rumors.
And she somehow stays...
Private?
Like
she avoids the whole celebrity drama thing.
Remember those Harry Potter reboot rumors?
Oh, yeah. Everyone's talking about that.
She plays it so smart. Doesn't confirm or deny. Just...
leaves everyone guessing, like, I'm in control of my own narrative.
Exactly.
She's not going to feed the rumor mill.
And then there was that whole retirement thing a few years ago.
Oh, yeah. Everyone freaked out.
Thankfully, it wasn't true.
But it just shows how much people care about her. Like, they're invested.
Invested in her journey.
Exactly. And it's because she's built this, like...
connection. A real connection with her audience.
They see her as more than just...
a celebrity.
Yeah.
Someone.
They can learn from, look up to.
Admire.
Yeah. And what's interesting is she's done all of this while...
social media is blowing up.
Exactly. And she somehow uses it...
to connect with her fans, but without...
oversharing.
Without getting caught up in the
negativity.
The drama.
It's a tough balance.
She somehow found the sweet spot.
It really shows how... mature she is.
Mature.
Yeah.
Especially for someone who's been famous for, like...
her entire life.
Basically.
So she's using her platform to do good, but she's not letting fame...
define her. Define her. She's staying true to...
herself.
It's really
inspiring.
Inspiring.
And it's a journey that's still going. Like, who knows what she'll do next?
I know. It's exciting to think about. Speaking of what's next, she's hinted that she might want to try.
Directing? Producing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
EmmaWatson behind the camera.
That would be amazing.
Think of the stories she could tell.
Right. With her intelligence, her creativity.
And her passion for social justice.
You'd be a natural progression,
Totally. Plus, think about the representation.
Oh, yeah. More female directors.
Sharing different perspectives.
It would be huge. And, it makes me think about how this whole...
celebrity activism thing?
Yeah, it's different now.
It's not enough to just be famous anymore.
Especially for younger generations. They want to see...
action. They want their idols to...
stand for something.
Exactly. And Emma's been, like...
at the forefront of that.
Totally.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to be successful, and I'm going to use my platform to make a difference. And she does it without seeming fake or...
preachy.
Yeah.
Because she's so genuine.
She's focused on her values, her work, and she's still...
growing as a person.
It's really inspiring to see.
Totally. So, as we wrap up this deep dive into the amazing world of EmmaWatson...
think about it. What part of her journey really resonated with you? What surprised you?
Yeah, and how can you use your voice to make a difference, even in small ways?
Thanks for joining us on The Deep Dive. Until next time, keep exploring, keep questioning.
And keep believing in the power of your own voice. It really does make you wonder, like, how does she deal with all of that, you know?
The pressure.
The pressure, the scrutiny. I mean, she's been famous since she was a kid.
It's got to be tough.
Yeah, but she seems to have this really solid support system.
Her family.
Her family, yeah. She's talked about how important they've been, you know, keeping her grounded through all of this.
Makes sense. Having that anchor.
Has to be so important, right? Especially in that world.
Totally.
Mm-hmm.
And she seemed to have carried those values into everything she does. You know, genuine connection, personal growth.
So totally. And self-care, too. Remember, she's talked about going to therapy.
Yeah, and being open about...
being vulnerable, which I think is so huge for her younger fans.
Absolutely.
Because it makes it okay.
To talk about mental health.
Yeah. Normalizes it.
Breaks down that stigma.
Big time.
And remember when she said she was happily single?
Oh, man. That was...
revolutionary.
Revolutionary. Because, you know, society's always telling women...
You need a partner to be happy.
Right. And she's just like, nope, I'm good.
It was such a breath of fresh air.
It really was. And I think it resonated with so many.
Young women especially.
Especially. Because they're constantly getting all these messages about, like...
It's perfect relationship.
Exactly. And Emma's out there like, you know what? You do you. You define your own happiness.
It ties back to that whole empowerment thing, right?
Totally. Defining success on your own terms. Which, again, is what's so cool about her joining Keurig.
Keurig, that was such a bold move.
Right. It's like, I'm not just going to wear ethical fashion.
I'm going to change the industry from within.
Exactly.
Which actually builds on all that work with good on you.
Oh, totally. Giving consumers the power to
make informed choices.
Exactly. And then beyond fashion, she's super vocal about
environmental issues.
Yeah. Climate change, responsible consumption.
She really walks the walk.
She does.
Yeah.
And she's not afraid to.
Get political.
Get political. She's talked about human rights, encourage people to vote.
Uses that platform for good.
Absolutely. And again, she does it with this.
Intelligence.
And like depth. Remember that book club she started? Well, she's a total bookworm.
And she's always telling her fans to.
Read more, explore ideas.
I love that. It makes her so...
relatable.
Even though her life is, you know...
extraordinary.
Yeah.
But it shows that she's still learning, still growing, finding inspiration.
It's pretty cool.
Oh, it is.
It's crazy though, right? She's been dealing with fame since she was...
a little kid.
All the rumors, the gossip...
that comes with it.
But she somehow manages to stay.
So private.
Yeah. Like, I don't know how she does it.
Me neither.
Remember those Harry Potter reboot rumors?
Oh, yeah. Everyone was talking about that.
She was so smart about it.
Yeah.
Didn't confirm, didn't deny, just...
left everyone wondering.
Exactly. She's like, I'm not playing that game.
And then there was that whole retirement rumor a while back.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Thankfully.
Not true.
Not true.
But it just shows you how much people care about her, yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they're invested in her journey.
Totally. And I think that speaks to the connection she's built. Like, they see her as more than just a
celebrity.
Yeah. They see her as someone...
look up to.
To admire.
To learn from.
Exactly. And what's even more impressive is that she's managed to do all of this. With social media exploding.
I know. She somehow uses it to connect with her fans, but without...
oversharing.
Without getting lost in the...
chaos.
The negativity.
It's not easy.
No. But
she... found that balance.
Yeah, it's like she's present, but not...
consumed by it.
Yeah.
Which really shows how...
mature.
And self-aware. I mean, it's going to be hard, right?
Yeah.
Growing up in the public eye like that.
Totally.
But she's...
navigated it beautifully. Well,
so she's using her platform for good.
But she's not letting it define her.
Yeah.
She's staying true to...
herself.
And that's what makes her so...
inspiring.
Yeah.
And, you know, this is all just the beginning, really.
It's true. We have no idea what she's going to do next.
It's exciting. And speaking of next, didn't she say she wants to try?
Directing. Producing.
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
EmmaWatson behind the camera.
I mean, wow. Think about the story she could tell.
Yeah.
The perspective she could bring. I mean...
especially with her, you know...
her
passion for social justice.
Her intelligence, you know, just seems like...
a natural next
step.
For sure.
And, you know, thinking about her future and everything, it really does make you think about...
how, like...
you know,
celebrities are using their platform.
Yeah, it's different now than it used to be.
It's totally different.
Like, it's not enough.
Not at all.
To just be famous.
Especially for, like...
the younger generation.
Yeah.
They expect you
They
to...
want to see action.
Yeah, to like...
Use your voice.
Use your voice for good.
Stand up for something you believe in.
And Emma's been...
She's been a leader in that, for sure.
like, really at the forefront of...
Yeah, like, I'm gonna be successful.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna use my platform to make the world a better place.
And she does it in a way that's...
That feels real.
real,
Yeah.
authentic.
Not preachy at all.
Not at all.
Yeah,
Because it comes from a place of,
her values.
her values. And she's still...
She's still evolving.
yeah, she's growing as a person. Yeah. And
It's really something else.
it's inspiring.
Inspiring to see, for sure.
So, as we wrap up our deep dive into Emma Watson,
I know, it's crazy how much we've uncovered.
it is. Think about it. What part of her journey really stuck with you?
What surprised you?
Yeah. And how can her story inspire you to make a difference?
In your own life, in your own way.
It doesn't have to be huge.
Not at all. Every little bit counts.
That's what the deep dive is all about, right?
Yeah, exploring these stories.
Questioning things.
Finding inspiration in unexpected places.
So, thanks for joining us.
Until next time.
Keep exploring. Keep questioning.
And keep using your voice.
See you in the next deep dive.